flower pipe on this one?
No.
Okay. Okay.
My name is Michelle Kaufman, and I'm the architect of the Glide House. I have an architectural practice in the Bay Area where we specialize 100% in sustainable, modular, modern homes. Modular is built in the factory where you have precision cutting, you have the quality control in a controlled environment. We use recyclable, renewable materials. We use really energy-efficient insulation and mechanical systems. Also, in terms of how they're made, we try to achieve the least amount of waste that we possibly can. Because really, the most sustainable material that there is the one that you don't use.
A prefab house is one that is partially or completely produced in a factory. The majority of prefab homes, not much attention was paid to the design, and perhaps even less attention was paid to the greenness of the materials. However, prefab has come a long way. What has changed is that there's really an enterprising group of designers and architects trying to bring design to prefab housing. And many of them are also really interested in bringing sustainable practices to prefab.
Materials are ordered to the right specification, the right length, the right size, the right shape to minimize the waste.
All of this work started when my husband and I started looking for a place to live, and we couldn't find anything that we liked that we could afford, and nothing that was sustainable. So we just designed this simple home that was as green as we could possibly make it. We had friends and colleagues who saw what we were doing and said, "Oh, Michelle, we really want a green home too. Can you do something like this for us?" I thought that's a really good question. Could we make this house in mass production? We actually went through a good case study of 2 identical homes, one being built modular, one being built site-built. It took us 14 months to do our site-built house versus about 4 months to do the equivalent modular house. It cost our site-built version about 20% more than the equivalent modular version.
American families seem to be having smaller families and bigger houses.
I think that this country has gotten very used to consuming things, and so they believe that they need a space to put all these things.
But the problem is environmentally. Once you move into it, now you have to heat it and cool it.
The amount of extra money and energy that it costs to heat that house, the water for that house, the air conditioning, the building materials that went into it.
My worldview is that less is more.
I think the thing that I've enjoyed the most since we started this work is really our clients and the relationships with our clients.
This is our property here, this flat area.
It's a great site. It's so beautiful. In our first meeting with clients, we will help them situate the home on their site, find the best elements for maximizing the daylighting and the breezes and the views. That's why we offer different designs, different ways of putting the modules together so people can really make it their own.
We have a lot of flexibility with this. It's one of the things we like about this modular design is that we can move parts around fairly easily.
Exactly, exactly. I think more and more people are really wanting to make sure that they're going to have a healthy environment. And people are also starting to care about design more.
Can we start looking at some of the materials that will go inside the place?
That would be great.
That sounds great. This is actually made out of recycled paper.
This would look beautiful in our kitchen.
Yeah.
A lot of these green materials are out there. It's just a matter of knowing which ones to pick and asking for them.
What is this made out of?
It's made out of recycled plastics.
Really?
Yeah, and then it has the materials inside of it, like the bamboo.
Like grass or
like
bamboo
the grass.
or something?
Yes,
Wow.
exactly. I can't wait for it to be done and sit there and watch the sunset on your deck.
We'll have to have a big party overlooking the ocean.
New York City, and Harlem in particular, has the highest asthma rate in the country. Green building can do something about that.
And they have an overhead grid system that can pick up the wall, set it into place, which is how they can frame a whole house in a day or 2.